Bianca Belair shocked by severity of her WrestleMania injury. You think you know tough? You think you understand what it means to push through pain? Well, Bianca Belair just redefined the entire concept, and what she went through at WrestleMania will absolutely blow your mind. The EST of WWE just revealed something that will make you question everything you thought you knew about professional wrestling's toughest competitors. Before we dive into this insane story, do me a favor. Smash that subscribe button and hit the notifications bell because WWE Extreme brings you the realest, most jaw-dropping content in the wrestling world. And trust me, you do not want to miss what is coming next. Let me paint you a picture. WrestleMania, the biggest stage of them all. The lights are brighter, the stakes are higher, and the pressure? Absolutely suffocating. Now imagine stepping into that ring, putting your body on the line, and walking away thinking you were fine, only to discover later that you were operating on a completely different level of warrior mode than you ever realized. That is exactly what happened to Bianca Belair, and when she finally found out the truth about her injury, even the EST herself could not believe it. Bianca has always been the epitome of strength, power, and resilience. This is a woman who flips 300-pound opponents like they are rag dolls, who competes at the highest level night after night, and who has literally carried the women's division on her sculpted shoulders. But here's the thing about being that strong and that mentally tough. Sometimes you do not even realize when something is seriously wrong because your threshold for pain is through the roof. So what exactly happened? During one of the most physically demanding matches of her career at WrestleMania, Bianca suffered an injury that she initially brushed off. In the heat of battle, with adrenaline pumping and thousands of fans screaming, she felt something wrong, but pushed through like the absolute champion she is. That is what separates the good from the great, right? The ability to perform when everything in your body is telling you to stop. But here is where the story takes a turn that nobody saw coming. After the event, when the dust settled and the adrenaline wore off, Bianca went to get checked out. Standard procedure, nothing to worry about, just making sure everything is okay. Except everything was not okay. Not even close. When a medical team gave her the results, Bianca was genuinely shocked. The severity of what she had been wrestling through was far worse than anyone, including herself, had imagined. We were talking about the kind of injury that would have sidelined most competitors immediately, the kind that makes doctors wonder how someone even continued moving, let alone performing at an elite level. Now, let me break this down for you because this is where it gets really interesting. Bianca later opened up about her reaction to the diagnosis, and her honesty was both refreshing and terrifying. She admitted that she had no idea it was that bad. Think about that for a second. This woman, who has spent years conditioning her body to be an unstoppable force, who trains harder than probably 99% of the roster, did not realize she was competing with a significant injury. That is not just toughness. That is operating on a completely different frequency than the rest of us. The wrestling world has seen its fair share of tough competitors working through injuries. Stone Cold Steve Austin wrestled with a broken neck. John Cena has competed through torn muscles. Becky Lynch has fought through countless bumps and bruises. But there is something particularly mind-blowing about not even knowing how badly you are hurt until after the fact. It speaks to the mental fortitude required to succeed at the highest level of sports entertainment. Here is what makes this situation even more compelling. Bianca did not just work through this injury during some random match on a random episode of Monday Night Raw. This was WrestleMania, the showcase of the Immortals, the event where legacies are built and legends are born. The pressure to perform is astronomical, and every single move is scrutinized by millions of people around the world. And she delivered. She absolutely delivered, putting on a performance that nobody watching would have guessed was happening while she was significantly injured. But let us talk about the broader implications here, because this is not just about one tough wrestler having one tough moment. This sheds light on the incredible physical demands placed on WWE superstars, especially at premium live events. These athletes are not just performing. They are telling stories with their bodies, executing complex choreography at high speed, and doing it all while making it look effortless. The toll that takes on the human body is astronomical, And we often forget that because they make it look so easy. What really stands out about Bianca's situation is her attitude about the whole thing. Instead of complaining or using it as an excuse, she approached it with the same confidence and strength that has made her one of the top stars in WWE. She acknowledged the severity, expressed her surprise, but never once diminished what she accomplished or asked for sympathy. That is champion mentality right there. That is the mindset that separates someone who holds a title from someone who defines an era. The recovery process and what comes next is obviously crucial. WWE has learned a lot over the years about managing talent health and ensuring that superstars get the medical attention and recovery time they need. Gone are the days when wrestlers were expected to work through anything and everything without proper care. The company has implemented stricter protocols, better medical oversight, and a more comprehensive approach to athlete wellness. And that is a good thing because we want to see Bianca Belair at her best for years to come, not burned out and broken down. Think about what this means for her legacy too. Years from now, when people talk about the toughest competitors in WWE history, this WrestleMania performance will be part of the conversation. It will be one of those legendary stories that gets passed down. The time Bianca Belair shocked even herself with how much she could endure. It adds another layer to her already impressive resume and cements her status as one of the most legitimate badasses to ever step foot in a WWE ring. What this also does is raise the bar for what we expect from top-tier performers. Bianca has set a standard that is honestly kind of terrifying when you think about it. But it also inspires the next generation of wrestlers who are watching and learning from her example. They see that success at the highest level requires not just talent and charisma, but an almost superhuman ability to push past limitations that would stop most people in their tracks. The severity of what she had been wrestling through is far worse than anyone. The EST of WWE continues to prove why she carries that moniker with pride. Every time you think you have seen the full extent of what she can do, she reveals another level. This WrestleMania injury revelation is just the latest chapter in a career that keeps getting more impressive with each passing year. And the scary part? She is still in her prime. She still has so much more to accomplish, so many more WrestleMania moments to create, and so many more jaws to drop. Thanks for watching WWE Extreme, and we will catch you in the next one.